Chosen one, Tuesday is not just another day waiting on the calendar. It is an unfolding current, a movement of energy, a divine transaction designed to shift your life into a higher orbit. There are days when nothing appears to happen, and then there are days like this Tuesday, when everything moves at once. A transfer is not always only about money. It is about power, momentum, energy, and alignment being moved from one realm to another, from unseen places into your visible reality. You have walked through valleys of preparation, you have endured nights of uncertainty, and now Tuesday arrives with the vibration of breakthrough. This day will not treat you as ordinary because you are not ordinary. This is your big transfer day, and readiness is your posture. Before we continue deeper, pause here with me. Take a breath and sense the importance of what is opening before you. In the comments below, I invite you to release your warmest wishes, the blessings your heart has carried in silence, the opportunities you have long awaited, the peace and abundance your spirit has been longing to embrace. Do not keep them hidden. Declare them openly, and when you do, seal them with 777. This number is not mere superstition. It is alignment. Writing it is your way of unlocking the current that carries your wishes into the living stream of creation itself. Let this be the moment where your dreams are no longer silent, but are spoken into energy that listens. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. Chosen one, transfers happen in silence before they are ever seen in substance. Long before you notice a deposit in your account, there is a shifting in unseen places. This Tuesday is about the unveiling of what has already been decided. You may have wondered if your prayers went unanswered, if your effort fell into emptiness, if your sacrifices meant anything. Yet, in the higher ledger of the universe, nothing has been lost. The hours you gave in struggle, the tears you carried in secret, the patience you chose when quitting seemed easier. Every bit of it has been stored. Tuesday is the evidence that none of it was wasted. Something is being released to you, and it carries the weight of all those hidden investments. The word transfer is sacred because it means something is leaving one place and entering another. A transfer implies ownership is shifting. What once did not belong to you begins to recognize you as its rightful host. On Tuesday, energy recognizes you. The flow of abundance recognizes you. Destiny recognizes you. What was locked in delay is finding movement. What was trapped in resistance is being released. Transfers are not always smooth. They stretch, they pull, they test the vessel that will hold them. But when they finally arrive, they do not apologize for their delay. They arrive with force, with clarity, with the power to rearrange everything in your environment. You may feel a stirring even now, a restlessness that makes no sense in the natural, a pressure in your spirit that you cannot name. Do not mistake this for anxiety. It is anticipation. It is the vibration of the transfer moving closer. Tuesday is charged with this energy. It is not asking you to earn it. It is asking you to receive it. Readiness does not mean you have every detail figured out. It means your posture is open. Your heart is willing. Your spirit is awake enough to catch what is being handed to you. The greatest loss is not when the transfer delays. It is when the transfer arrives and finds you distracted, unaware, or unprepared. Chosen one, that will not be your story. You are here because readiness is already written in you. Consider what happens when a river swells and overflows its banks. It carries with it debris, soil, branches. Everything in its path is moved. A transfer day works the same way. When the energy releases on Tuesday, it will not politely tiptoe into your life. It will surge. It will rearrange. It will move away what cannot remain and bring in what must. Some doors will close abruptly. Some relationships may feel unsettled. Some plans may need rewriting. Do not panic. This is not loss. It is restructuring. The universe does not clear space to leave it empty. It clears space so that what is destined can finally fit. The transfer requires room, and that room is being made in you and around you. You have walked through days where everything felt locked. You knocked on doors, and they refused to open. You prayed, and the silence stretched so long you thought you were unheard. Those days were not punishment. They were preparation. They built in you the strength to hold what Tuesday is bringing. A child cannot carry the weight of a crown before growing into the stature to hold it. In the same way, your delays have been stretching you, building muscle in your faith, teaching you to breathe even when nothing changes. Now that strength will not be wasted. It will be used to hold the weight of this transfer. Do not underestimate what is at stake. A transfer is not a minor adjustment. It is a complete shift of position. You will not only see provision enter your life, you will see roles reverse. Those who overlooked you will be forced to notice. Those who dismissed you will have to reconsider. Even your own mind will need time to catch up with what is happening. The life you are stepping into will not resemble the one you are stepping out of. The very patterns that tried to keep you bound will no longer apply. Chains break in silence, but freedom shouts when it arrives. Tuesday carries that shout. Chosen one, let this sink deep. This Tuesday is not coming to ask your permission. It is not arriving timidly. It is bold. It is decisive. And it is meant for you. This transfer is already signed, already sealed, already released. All that remains is your readiness to step into it. Be awake. Be willing. Be present. For when Tuesday unfolds, the shift will not wait. It will move with or without your recognition. But your recognition is what allows you to participate fully in what is happening. The current is moving. Step into it. Chosen one, you must understand that transfers are not only about what enters your life, but also about what shifts within you. The universe does not pour into a vessel that is unwilling to expand. Tuesday is calling you to stretch, to open, to become larger than the version of yourself you once believed was enough. When wealth moves, when energy aligns, when favor descends, it does not only bring resources, it also brings weight. With the blessing comes the responsibility to carry it well, to steward it without fear, and to use it in ways that multiply its impact. That is why you have been shaped through seasons of waiting. Your spirit has been trained for strength, and now it will be required. You may find yourself questioning if you are ready. Doubt whispers, reminding you of past mistakes, pointing at the gaps that still remain in your plans, highlighting the uncertainties you have not resolved. But Tuesday is not arriving to examine your flaws. It is arriving to confirm your readiness despite them. Perfection has never been the condition. Willingness has always been the key. A willing spirit creates space for a transfer far more than a flawless record ever could. Remember, chosen one, the universe does not reward perfection. It rewards alignment. And you are aligned now in ways you could not have been before your struggle. There is something powerful about timing. If the transfer had come too early, it would have been wasted. You may not have been able to see its value, or you may have mismanaged it under the pressure of inexperience. But this Tuesday, the timing is not random. It is strategic. A window is opening. A gate is unlocking. It is not happening because you begged long enough or because you calculated every detail. It is happening because the season has matured. The fruit of your waiting has ripened, and now it must be picked. Tuesday is your harvest day, chosen one, and harvest is not a gentle act. It is decisive, it is sharp, and it gathers in one sweep what has been forming in silence. Transfers are also announcements. They are signals to the unseen and to the visible. When a transfer takes place, the vibration of your life changes, and those around you feel it even if they cannot explain it. Some will celebrate with you, others will envy you. Some will be drawn closer, others will distance themselves. Do not be alarmed by these shifts. They are not accidents. Transfers always expose who is aligned with your future and who is chained to your past. The energy you are stepping into will not allow every person to continue in your circle. Some connections must fade, not because of bitterness, but because the frequencies no longer match. Be willing to release with peace what cannot come with you. On Tuesday, your atmosphere will begin to rearrange itself. Opportunities that were once closed will suddenly call your name. Invitations you never expected will appear. Ideas that once felt foggy will take on sudden clarity. And just as the door of provision swings open, the door of distraction may also attempt to widen. This is why your awareness is vital. The transfer does not only bring blessing, it attracts attention. Both light and shadow will notice the shift. Chosen one, your discernment will be your shield. Not every opportunity is divine. Not every voice is aligned. Pay attention to the inner resonance, that unshakable knowing inside you that confirms what is right. It will not shout, it will whisper. And in that whisper, you will know which steps are true. Think of the way lightning works. It seems sudden when it strikes, but in truth, the clouds have been charging, gathering energy, building pressure, until the release becomes inevitable. Your life has been the same. Every challenge, every delay, every stretch has been charging the atmosphere around you. Tuesday is the strike. What seemed like silence has only been preparation for a moment that cannot be delayed any longer. When lightning touches the earth, it changes the landscape in an instant. This is what your transfer will do. It will redraw the lines, alter the environment, and leave a mark that cannot be erased. Do not be surprised if emotions rise as Tuesday approaches. There may be moments where you feel tears come without warning, or where laughter erupts from deep places. This is your body responding to the energy shift. Your spirit knows before your mind does. Do not suppress it. Allow yourself to feel the magnitude of what is moving. Tears are not weakness, they are release. Laughter is not foolishness, it is alignment. You are being recalibrated to carry what is being placed in your hands. Chosen one, there is also a message hidden in the transfer. You are trusted. The universe does not transfer treasure to those it does not trust to carry it forward. You are being entrusted with more because you have proven faithful with less. Even when no one applauded, you remained steady. Even when doors closed, you stayed at your post. Even when delay pressed heavy, you did not abandon your assignment. That faithfulness has not gone unnoticed. Tuesday is not only a gift, it is a recognition. It is a statement that you have been seen, that your perseverance has weight, and that your life is ready to host more than it has ever carried. As the transfer unfolds, remind yourself, this is not the end. but the beginning. Transfers are not final destinations, they are gateways. They open into larger paths, into greater responsibilities, into deeper alignment with your purpose. What arrives on Tuesday is not meant to stop with you. It is meant to flow through you. You are not a container. You are a channel. What is transferred to you is destined to multiply as it moves through you to others. This is why the energy of Tuesday carries both blessing and responsibility. To hold it selfishly would be to choke its flow. To release it generously is to ensure it continues multiplying. So steady yourself. Breathe. Allow the anticipation to fill you without tipping into fear. This is not a day to shrink back. It is a day to lean in. Stand tall in your readiness, chosen one. Tuesday's transfer is not fragile, it is forceful. It will not arrive in pieces. It will arrive complete. And when it does, you will know without doubt that it was meant for you. This is the current moving. This is the day breaking. This is the transfer being delivered. Chosen one, when the transfer begins to settle into your life, you will notice something extraordinary. It will not just change your circumstances, it will change your perspective. What once seemed impossible will suddenly appear attainable. Walls that looked immovable will reveal hidden doors. Ideas that once felt like fantasies will become blueprints. This is the deeper gift of a transfer. It does not only deliver resources or opportunities, it awakens vision. For too long, you have carried dreams that felt too heavy to lift, but Tuesday carries the strength to lift them for you. The moment energy moves into alignment, dreams rise on their own, like seeds breaking through the soil after a long winter. You must be prepared for the way this transfer will stretch your imagination. It will call you to dream beyond what you thought was realistic. The life you have been conditioned to accept is not the life you are destined to live. Transfers disrupt comfort zones. They shake you awake from small thinking and remind you that limitation was never the original design. The abundance flowing into you on Tuesday will not be satisfied with you staying in the same patterns. It will demand that you expand, that you think larger, that you step into arenas that once intimidated you. This is not arrogance. It is alignment. It is not about pride. It is about purpose. You are not being asked to boast in your gain. You are being asked to rise to the level of the assignment the transfer carries. As the current unfolds, you will notice how the atmosphere around you shifts in subtle yet undeniable ways. Conversations will feel different. Some people will sense a glow on you they cannot explain. You may even encounter resistance from those who feel threatened by your shift. Understand this: when energy transfers, it creates ripples. Not everyone will know how to handle the new vibration you carry. Do not dim your light to make others comfortable. You have endured too much to shrink now. Instead, walk with humility and confidence. Let your presence be both a comfort to those who are aligned and a boundary to those who are not. Think of the way a seed transforms into a tree. At first it looks fragile and small, buried where no one can see. But once it breaks the surface, it begins to grow with force, expanding its reach, drawing nourishment, and spreading shade. A transfer day is like the moment that seed breaks open. It is irreversible. Once the process begins, it cannot be contained. You are stepping into irreversibility. The energy being released on Tuesday cannot be undone, cannot be revoked, cannot be hidden. What has been placed in motion will continue expanding until it becomes visible for all to see. This is also why you may notice tension during this shift. Growth and discomfort are companions. The transfer may pull you into opportunities that require you to learn quickly, adapt suddenly, or face challenges you once avoided. Do not confuse challenge with failure. The presence of challenge is evidence of expansion. The universe does not place weight on weak shoulders. If the burden feels heavier, it is because your capacity has been enlarged. Tuesday's gift is not only what is given to you, it is who you become in the process of carrying it. Chosen one, you are not only receiving a transfer, you are becoming one. You are being turned into a conduit of energy, a moving channel where blessings and breakthroughs flow. What is being poured into you will not remain locked within you. It will flow outward, touching those around you, changing environments you step into, leaving traces of light in places that once felt heavy. This is why readiness is more than waiting. It is preparation for flow. You are not meant to store this energy like a collector of treasures. You are meant to release it, to let it move through your words, your actions, your presence. People will feel the transfer in you even before they see it manifest around you. Do not be afraid if parts of your old life begin to feel foreign. Sometimes the transfer changes you so deeply that places, habits, and even thoughts that once felt familiar no longer fit. That is not loss. It is transformation. Imagine trying to wear clothes you outgrew years ago. They no longer fit, not because something is wrong, but because you have grown. In the same way, some spaces and mindsets will no longer be compatible with the person you are becoming after Tuesday. Do not cling to what no longer aligns. Release it with gratitude, knowing it served its purpose in getting you here. There will also be signs, confirmations that accompany this shift. Some will be external, unexpected calls, sudden approvals, surprising opportunities. Others will be internal, peace that cannot be explained, clarity that arrives without effort, strength you did not know you had. These are not coincidences. They are markers of the transfer's authenticity. They remind you that what you are experiencing is real, that the unseen has indeed broken into the seen. When these signs appear, acknowledge them. Do not dismiss them as chance. Gratitude is the anchor that secures the transfer. The more you acknowledge what is unfolding, the more deeply it roots into your reality. Chosen one, the beauty of this transfer is that it does not only meet needs, it opens new chapters. It revives what you thought was over, reminding you that time was not wasted, and delays were never denial. Every step of persistence, every silent night of hope converges into this release. That is why Tuesday's transfer carries such weight. It is not just for now, but the fulfillment of all that brought you here.